things, but then my guilt of abandoning someone who was going through terrible trauma, and that was a guilt I had even when I was dealing with my narcissistic mother. She had abused me, and yet I kept feeling guilty if I left her behind, even though she wouldn't care if I lived or died. But yeah, I kept helping her, helping her, helping her, and so that guilt, because I couldn't, it took me so long to break away from her. This was a test to see, have you learnt your lesson? Do you realize you are worth so much more than always martyring yourself, self-sacrificing yourself? You can still help others, but they have to behave in a respectful, decent way and appreciate you. And if they cannot, even if it's because they got a personality disorder or a mental issue, you still have to break away from them, because unfortunately they are going to destroy anything good. It doesn't matter how much you support them and help them, they are only going to be able to destroy anything good you put in front of them. So yeah, it's very strange. And like I said, with like people having that fear of losing, like they will gain everything, they'll work hard to gain everything, a nice family and have kids and enough money to do whatever they want, and then when they get all those things, material or otherwise, they will then be terrified to lose it, and then they might do ruthless things to keep those things, or lie and cheat and steal in order to keep it going, keep the money coming in, or the greed sets in, the lust sets in, the control, the lust for power, and then they become a monster, all because they actually achieved everything they set out to do, but then it turned their life bad and turned their mind bad for the worst. And I don't even envy those people, because most people say, I want to be rich and famous. I want to be in Hollywood. But look what they're doing to people who want to be rich and famous in Hollywood. They're abusing them, they're humiliating them, literally doing dark rituals and horrible things to these people. And sadly, some of these people are willing victims. They want the money and the fame so much that they will be willing to go along with anything that is put in front of them, even if it means selling their soul, being humiliated, being abused. They will allow this to happen to them, and then later on they'll complain and say, oh, I was abused. Hold on a minute. You went back multiple times because the money was, there, and you allowed them to abuse you. So that's what I mean when I say you have to be honest about the role you play in allowing others to abuse you. Because if I go to a job interview and I really want the job, and the person says, well, there's 50 other women, how much do you want this job? And I'd be like, it's my life's dream and I'm qualified. Are they more qualified than me? And then if they say, no, no, I mean, how much do you want it? And then they take their thing out, I'm going to kick that thing back into the trousers and say, not that much. And where's the phone so I can call the police, you pervert? But most other people will be like, ew, I don't want to do this, but I want the job and I can just block out this gross one-off situation. Hopefully it's just this one-off situation where I do whatever this person says, humiliate myself, they degrade me and use me, but I'll have the job. Yeah, but then if you are a kind, normal soul with integrity and dignity, you would say, no, I would rather be poor and happy with my dignity. That is priceless. My integrity and my dignity is priceless. I am not going to be humiliated and degraded by you. I'm going to blow the whistle on this place, But too many people are willing to sell their soul or, humiliate themselves for money. Like, to me, there is no amount of money you could give me ever. I would literally rather be poor and happy and free and know that no one has control over me. Like, I have a quick little story before I finish up soon. Uh, there was a Jamaican music legend, I won't say his name, and he liked me. I went to an industry party in the UK. He came to the UK and he's a legend, right? Everyone knew him at this party. He's a big deal. he might not be a big deal outside of the Jamaican community and the Black American community, but he is like a big deal, right? And then I had no idea he was